Dating apps haven't made it easier for men to meet women. They've made it easier for the top tier men to meet all the women. Ever since these apps rose in popularity, women have become overwhelmed with male attention. A lot of these men are far better than them in terms of sexual market value, because most guys are willing to date down, especially when it comes to low effort one night fling. But because women are getting all this attention, their standards for who they're willing to date have rocketed. Most attractive women online anyway are only now willing to date the most attractive, most jacked, most wealthy men, while average guys and even slightly above average guys are lucky to get a whiff of attention. This graph illustrates what's happening quite well. It's been about a decade since dating apps transformed the way we date and meet each other. Gen Z is the first generation to have access to this technology throughout the entirety of their adulthood, and many have become completely reliant on it. This is understandable. In theory, dating apps should make things easier. The main selling point for young men, at least, is that they're able to riz a young woman without leaving the house, without having to risk the bitter sting of a real life rejection. But as we've seen from that graph, in reality, their results are absolute garbage. Now, I've been noticing this trend, and it's become apparent that I need to write a book to help the guys who are stuck in it. My new book, Offline Dating, is the ultimate guide to meeting and attracting women in the real world, wherever you see them. That could be in bars and nightclubs and parties, but also daytime environments like busy streets, shopping malls, parks, cafes, beaches, gyms, things like that. For those of you who don't know, I decided a long time ago not to depend on dating apps. I didn't want to put my romantic destiny in the hands of the Tinder algorithm. I didn't want to rely on photos when my most attractive qualities were my charm, my charisma, my sense of humor, my personality, you understand? So about 10 years ago, I set off on the mission to master the art of offline dating. I would go out into the real world sober to bars, nightclubs, parties, and also those daytime environments I mentioned, and try to build connections with women. I would take advice from the OG dating coaches. I would learn a lot of my own lessons and eventually become so good at this that I was able to attract some women who were so beautiful, so fun, and more amazing than I ever thought I'd be able to date. Eventually, I became a dating coach and writer full-time, and for the last 6 years, I've been traveling the world solo and seducing women of every culture. That's interesting, right? Men are going through a loneliness crisis. I've been traveling the world solo and have never been lonely, not for one day, because I've mastered this skill set. And that's what I want for you as well. No young man deserves to be lonely because his Tinder photos aren't considered attractive enough. So if you're sick and tired of the trash results you've been getting on dating apps, I would urge you to buy and read my new book, Offline Dating. This book won't just give you tried and tested steps to attracting women in any given offline scenario. You will also get my deepest insights when it comes to building social confidence, speaking with charisma, making the most of hookup culture, flirting, taking women home, things like that. There are sections on understanding female psychology, on building lasting relationships, and more. This is my biggest and most comprehensive book. It's based on 10 years of real life experience. The information in this book transformed my life. When I teach it to my coaching clients, they get the same outcomes. And if you were to follow the information in this book, I am so confident that the same could happen to you. So if you're interested to learn more about this book, there's a link in the description and the pinned comment. Other than that, my name's Elvin, and thanks for watching this video.